Beverly Bigs. Perform at the Quorum. We're running in a little late, as usual. Y'all know Winter's not here. So we're waiting on Winters to get here. Jed and showed up. There's a couple more people that showed up. I don't want to show them. They don't need to be on camera, but we're still waiting on Winters. She get here when she wants to. This thing right here is just getting more and more.
Go home. These loud, they work harder at not working.
Yeah, as you can see, we got the jelly. We got Kobe Bryant jersey in the back, the picture in the back. But as you can see, what's up, Azente Dad? We just getting ready, you know, we waiting on Winter. What's up, FAB Queen Warrior? Good morning, my sister. Good afternoon, my sister.
I've been here 25 years in Army.
Odie, what it do? Y'all know we waiting on Winter. She come when she wanna come.
You know, it's like
Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill.
and then he's like,
Good evening. Wanda Smith, good evening. Teresa, good evening. Reginald Davis, what it do? Bob Hinton, the beautiful Bob Hinton. Good evening. Tiffany and Nick. How you doing? Thanks for tapping in. Y'all know we getting ready to hear from the beautiful, lovely, wonderful, who fighting for the third award, Miss Beverly Bigs. But as y'all know, it's Winters. Monica Southward, good evening. Thanks for tapping in. KZ114, good evening. Rhonda Akins, good evening. Antonio Brown, INA in the building, good evening. Dana Bryan, good evening.
we had one, Mom.
Beautiful Dana Bryan, good evening.
5 under the age of 5.
As we in this
She
thing.
was an awesome parent.
Just oil hair and body solutions, what it do, beautiful. Good.
Well, I heard.
Carson Newbar in the building.
I laid that
Thanks
out.
for tapping in from SAG. From Saginaw, there's a
We
beautiful
learned
Sherry.
not how to be.
Good evening, thanks for tapping in. Marcia A. Talbert, good evening. Good evening. Y'all know we waiting on Winters. She late, you know, you tell her, you gotta start telling her when it's at 7, it's at 6 o'clock, it's at 3 o'clock, and she'll be here on time. Oh no, I wasn't gonna get y'all. No, it's just on me. No, I got it on me. I wouldn't put it on
Oh, I
y'all.
don't care, but I'm sure you're hearing my voice.
LeVar Sharp, good evening. Thanks for tapping in. That's what I'm telling y'all. When we get this paper, it's going down. Where I haven't watched the replay yet. Where are we? Oh, this live right here. We right here at the forum at the Quorum. You know, really the Q&A with Miss Beverly Bigs leading. You know, AC Dumas came up with an excuse, a good one. That's why he don't need to be in that third ward seat. And then, you know, LaShawn, she's had prior engagement. Everybody had prior engagements to the day. But it's cool. Because now Miss Beverly Bigs, y'all get to see from the queen herself. And see how hard she's been fighting for the people here. Lena L, INA, good evening. Michelle 69, good evening. Oh, who was that? One of the beautiful Debbie that be coming on. Not what's your sister's name?
That's Diane.
Diane, that was Diane. They was like, who was that beautiful voice we heard? And I had to tell them who you were.
Speaking words of wisdom.
Speaking words of
youngins,
wisdom.
Listen.
Eleanor
The only
Woodard.
thing she knows is how to grow some hair.
Hey, we all talk to her, Diane. LaWanna Terry,
You
good
can get your
evening.
35% when you take her home because she ain't riding with me.
I got you.
I'll give it a ride. I'll give it a ride.
Yeah. So how y'all doing, family? As you see, Diane and her beautiful sister here. We got Monk here. We got a, you know, it's a couple of them that that's coming on in. As they call me Mr. 35% himself.
I haven't heard that.
But we here, you know. A couple of people I've been arguing with up here. Thanks, Reginald Davis, tapping in from Louisiana. The Big Easy, baby, the Big Easy. We love it. Merc 76, what it do? I keep telling, we waiting on Winters, y'all. Winters is as late as it can be. I don't know who she thinks she is. Yeah, I'm recording. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Ain't nobody coming to see you. Ain't nobody coming to see you. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Nah, this on me. I'm over here talking to the people. Yeah, it's one of the ops that came here.
Oh shit.
Yep, it's a op. Yeah, cause that's how you act. You acting real oppish.
I told her she likes to admit
Yeah.
What's up, Tito? We live, Tito. We live. Yeah, we live. Let me tell you that. But about to mess up this whole thing right here. I had to tell Tito we live. He about to blow it. He about to risk it all.
That's why I tell people don't answer your phone on speaker on me when I call you, none of that.
Yeah, you about
You don't
to
know what I'm
risk
about to
it.
say.
Yeah, you about to risk it all. It's about to blow this whole thing up. I was gonna be like, it was gonna be a show though. It was gonna be a show. Nah, security is here though. Uh-oh. The latest person in the world that came in. Miss Gladys Williams, how you doing? No, I am tired. I've been up here putting all this stuff up here. I had to come set this up. Now, I'm pulling up like 9 jobs right now. And ain't on the payroll. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Tito was about to risk it all right here. No, the Max ain't here yet. No, that was IB. Unapologetic. Me and her been arguing since I walked through the door. I can't stand her right now. You know, me and her been falling out since I came through the door. I came in here with refreshments and stuff. I bought juice and water. Like, I'm not even on the payroll, family. I just ought to take him. I've been sitting up here. I'm going crazy.
That's bad.
Tell them about the big one.
I sure am. I'm going right there. I'm finna leave and go there now. One of my favorites will close at 9 o'clock tonight, so I'll be all right. But I'm trying to get them to do some advertising with me, light it up. I've been going to all the dispensaries today. I've been going. I tell them we need them. Story time of my life. Thanks for tapping in. Teresa, you know you always one of my favorites. Look who just got here and already thirsty. Ain't done nothing. I'm telling you, ain't worth the tea in China. Ain't worth the tea in China. I'm just telling y'all. I've been here since we opened the door. Tasha Lynn, good evening, beloved. Thanks for tapping in. Like I don't really like how this thing is being did, and you know why? I keep this thing going. All she want to do is walk by. Tell her, Dave, the camera not even on yet. You ain't lying yet. I said, Dave. You don't see no lights? Yeah. So I got this little light for me right here. That's because I got it on me. Yeah. My good brother Marcus Fielder then tapped in, coming in from Fairfield, California. Thanks, brother, for always tapping in. Winters, I'm telling y'all, Winters is on crack. I'm just telling you.
Great and water. Well, the ice is
I was just playing family. Y'all know when.
She might come over.
She over here. She might finna come swing on me now. I don't know what I done done. Y'all know I'm frustrated. I'm tired. I want to go home and go to bed.
Excuse me.
I put on the show every day. I'm the most unappreciated person that it is in the game. Y'all know I'm just playing. It's the Ozempic. I'm just playing, fam. Y'all know she gonna be late tomorrow. I might be doing the whole show tomorrow. What it do, yo? Huh? Don't worry about it. I can talk about it. It's crack. That's what it is. She had me on the drugs. She done went from Ray, got her sight back right to Whitney Houston. Then just took her legs out from it. Huh? What'd you say, Whitney? You like Whitney Houston and lost your knees. Yeah. I don't care no more. I don't care about the bump. I got an afternoon show coming on. I'm switching my stuff back. I don't care no more. This stuff right
You
here.
go over there, cause something gonna go flying this way.
Are we ready?
Oh, now she
All
will.
right. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
All right.
Well, thank you everyone for coming out today and joining us for the Third Ward candidate forum for the Flint City Council. My name is Winters Hall, and I am one of your co-hosts tonight for the event. Sitting to the left of me, I have the candidate that showed up. Miss Beverly Bigs, Mrs. Beverly Bigs. Thank you. And then my other co-host for tonight's event, Mr. Jedediah Brown. So, I have introduced myself. I will give my co-host time to introduce himself, and then we will let Mrs. Biggs introduce herself.
Okay, thank you to Winters for that, and ATN News Media Group. Glad to be here in Flint. I'm an activist, a national advocate, and I'm very excited coming out of a very victorious fight in Illinois with Dalton and Thornton Township. Now, I was very comfortable that y'all gave me Fiji water. Shout out to Tiff.
My bitch.
Got my Fiji, but and now, like, I'm excited to basically put all of our focus on Flint and to be a part of the progress that's here, and hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of victories come out of Flint, including the third ward seat being taken by who I'm supporting personally, Beverly Bigs.
My name is Beverly Bigs Levy. I live in the Third Ward. I've been a resident of Flint for 7 years. I have one child, 2 grandkids, 3 grandkids, 4 great-grands. And I'm ready for this fight to change City Hall.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right, let me know, man, let me know.
So, growing up in Flint, your whole life, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Probably more bad and ugly than good. But we're on our way back, and that's the most important thing. Council. What made you want to get into the fight?
I've seen so much crookedness going on. The way the council people talk to adults, like we're kids. We're not kids, we're adults. And some of them are younger than you, and they try to tell you what to do and how to say and what to say. And I just felt that that was wrong. There's a lot of changes, there's a lot of crooked people in the council seat. And I was always with Eric, and I told Eric that whatever I could do, we want to change these seats and make it better for the residents of the city.
That is actually good to hear. I actually came here, I've been here twice. The first time that I heard of Flint was through the water crisis that you all were having. Is it so? Is the water crisis something?
No.
Okay.
No.
The second time I heard was about Flint was when I heard of Eric Mays, the councilman, and got arrested, his soul. And having a city council that was kind of sort of fighting, or councilmen that was fighting for the citizens here. So I was kind of shocked that the second time I came here, I saw what I thought was basically very unlawful practices from a city council floor. So I think that's something that really inspired me to even pay attention to you, is that you as a seasoned citizen, a longtime resident, was already fighting the corruption, you say, it kinda like Eric Mays was known for saying what needed to be said, but when I came here and met you, you were doing what needed to be done.
Right,
So
right.
my question, the question that I have for you, Beverly, is, in running for the seat, you obviously have grandchildren, season and all those things. It looked like it's a very heavy lift. How are you keeping yourself motivated? Because sometimes, I mean, when I watched you, you was doing a lot by yourself. You and your husband, you were very historical to get the recall done. How are you keeping yourself up?
When you see that people are not right, you don't want to hear. When you see people that's not right, you want to do better for the residents. And our residents is lacking because we got $94 million that came to the city of Flint, and none of the residents has got a dollar. Not a light bulb, not a roof, not a window. And when you see this going on, if you allow it to go on, you're just as crooked as the ones that's doing it. So I wanted to make a change to make it better for our residents. You know, you hear people come down to the city hall and they say, my ceiling just fell in because my roof is bad, but there's no help out there. That's hurting to me to know that she needs help, and I'd rather put it in the council's pocket instead of putting it into the residents' pocket. We need to help the residents, and a lot of our residents are suffering, older and younger.
That's a good one, and that will motivate you.
Yeah.
When you see people suffering, one thing that'll do, it keep you motivated, if you're in the fight for the right reason, that'll keep you motivated, along with prayer.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you need prayer down there, not just the blessing that they say at the beginning of council, and then it's shut down. We need a lot of prayer. So, when you talk about motivation, and you see the people hurting in your community, I remember when the former councilperson of the 3rd Ward, may you rest in peace, Quincy Murphy, he said that they need to lift the qualifications off a lot of the programs that the people don't qualify for. Do you agree with that as well?
Yes, I do agree with that, because they put things on you, if you make 1 penny more than you should, you don't qualify. That's not fair to those that can't afford it.
Right.
You know, maybe years ago I could afford it, but right now I can't afford it on a fixed income.
Right.
Now, there's people that needs help, why not help them? That's our job.
Right.
If you, council person or not, that's our job to go out and help.
Right.
You know, I own a business, and if I get somebody that's hungry and they got no money, it's my job to feed them. And that's what we need in this council seat, not putting it in certain people's pocket, but taking it and going all around, serving the whole, everyone.
That's very true. Dick, did you have some comment?
I mean, so when you look at the setup of y'all, of your government here, it's kind of like y'all, this is probably one of the most important races Flint has had since mayorship. I'm assuming, right? So how do you foresee, because it looks like half the council is going with the mayor, the other half is not, with the things that people are concerned about. How do you see the 3rd Ward being essential in moving the city forward? Now, why is the 3rd Ward important right now?
The 3rd Ward is important because you need that 5th vote. You got 4 that's good, and you got 4 that's bad. That 5th vote, and that's what Quincy used to always say, I'm the 5th vote. He used to always say that. You know, but are you doing it to help the residents with that 5th vote? See, the council holds the purse string, not the mayor. The way they got this set up, the mayor is holding the purse string. And he tells them 4 what to do, where it was 5. Now he tells them 4 what to do. We need to do as Eric would say. We hold the purse strings, so we know what we should have to do and what we shouldn't do. And that's where we're gonna meet up together. I wanna work with all of them. All 8, all 9. Well, it's 8. I'll be the 9th. But I wanna work with all of them. We can work together and change the city for the better. But we have to work together. I have nothing against none of the council people. I'm here to do the work. And that's my focus.
And I think that's important for the community to understand and to realize. What she just said is that she's here to do the work. And she's willing to work with all of them, everybody. I don't have to like you. I don't have to go out to dinner with you. But as long as it's for the betterment of the city of Flint, we can work together to get it done. And I appreciate you saying that.
That shocked me. It shocked me. It shocked me. Because I remember when I came here, when I first met you, gonna even be able to work with that really big lady. She was really, yeah.
She gonna have to
Yeah,
sit
okay.
next to that really
And the other one on the other side,
Yeah,
too.
is
So,
it-
you know, life is, you got to work together. It's a team effort. Now, if they don't wanna work together, that ain't on me. That's gonna be on them.
Because you're coming with a heart for the community, for the people.
But-
Yeah.
And I think it's also important, like she said, when she said she's working for the residents. And I know Mrs. Biggs and we talked about this before. When she says the 5th vote, and she told me, she said, you know, I may not agree with this for all the time. I may not agree with that for all the time. But if it's for my ward, that's how my vote will be. Can you explain that?
People want us to be on one side and on the other side. It's not about that. The people outside is the focus for me. I wake up and think about the city of Flint all the time. The third ward. There's things that need to be done. Since Quincy has passed away, it has not, nobody has touched the third ward, period. I've complained about a building on Saginaw Street, same street I love, Philadelphia, glass everywhere. A kid can get caught up in there. You don't know what's going on. Fix it. If the land bank own it, it shouldn't take 2 months to fix it.
That's right.
It should not take 2 months to, you know, if trash is somewhere, it shouldn't take 3 or 4 weeks to pick it up. We have to work together and get all this stuff done. It's a job. And it's not just the first ward, it's all 9 wards. We got to work with it.
And I'm sorry, I just got one more, and I'm glad you said that, since Quincy's passed away, there's been no representation for the third ward, and that was something big for me, and I know if you all watch the bump on, every day, weekday from 9 to 11 on 18 News Media. With my co-host Mickey Jordan and myself, you heard me say that the third ward has been not represented, just like she just said. And as soon as you said that, I thought about the closure of Pearson Road off of 475 the Expressway. And no matter how Quincy voted, I still believe if he was here, we would have knew something about that. We didn't know. You know, they had meetings and they told the people that went to the meetings, but half the people didn't know until you was driving and trying to get off on Pearson Road. The other half didn't know until they listened to us on the bump. How do you feel that affected the community?
It affects the community because over there is a lot of elderly people. If something happened to them elderly people, you gotta go all the way to Carpenter Road to come back to Pearson Road in that area.
Right.
You gotta either get off at Stewart to get to that area. It's, people are not gonna make it. If someone's really, really sick, they're not gonna make it. With the ambulance service that we have here, you might get one and you might not.
I never thought about that. I'm thinking about access to homes. I never thought about if someone gets sick, that they have to go to the next exit.
They have to go
and
all
come
the way.
back.
Or fires or
Right,
police.
wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm still stunned. I mean, like, I never thought about that.
I don't know how to follow that up, but that's, but it shows you the importance of being represented. And so I guess I'll have to ask you a question, because that was actually a powerful thing to think about. How are you gonna make sure that you don't basically, how are you gonna, because you know I'm an advocate, right? So I think like that. How are you gonna keep yourself focused to make sure you don't fall into the narrative of being a useless councilwoman who also you're taking kickbacks for yourself? How are you gonna stay focused?
I don't need the money. I don't need the kickback. It's about the people. If you got some kickback, give it to the people. Give it to the residents. I don't need your kickback. What are you gonna do for the residents? You know, like we got 74, what was it, $74 billion to clean up Buick? And we gotta pay that back.
Yeah.
How is our people that's 60 and older gonna be able to pay that money back?
I love that it just seems like you really have a heart for people who are underserved at that time, underrepresented. I'm hearing seniors, I'm hearing, you know, you're thinking about the whole city. When I look at because again, I'm kind of learning and coming into the knowledge of a lot of things. It seems to be somewhat of a divide here community-wise, maybe a little cliquish, allegedly, because I don't know. How do you as a city, as a councilwoman, help the city overcome some of this division that's within?
I'm not here to be in a cliquism.
Okay.
I don't do sides. I don't like Nikki, I don't like Winters, I don't like you. No, I don't do sides.
Right.
Whatever you got to say about that person, if you got something to say about that person, go tell them. Telling me ain't gonna do you no good.
Right.
I have no help for you because I can't tell Winters what to say. I can't tell Mickey what to say. I can't tell you what to say. You grown. And if another grown person come to me about you calling the wrong person. You're on the wrong line. Call Jed.
That's right.
And that's the way I look at that.
So Winters took 2 questions back to back. Now I got to one up her and take 3. Taking 3 wins. All right. So last one, then I'll give it to the beautiful host, and that is, are you and the other candidates in this ward? Do you all communicate at all? Are you guys? And then the second part of this is, what separates you from the other candidates that are running?
She the only one that showed up.
This vibe is real.
Well, I have nothing against none of the candidates, but I cannot stand phony people.
Right.
Okay.
Don't come to me laughing and grinning in my face and talk about me behind my back. Cause I will tell devil is a lie, get back. I don't have nothing against none of them. Rich Jones was the one who helped me with the recall. I take my hat off to him. Because if he didn't show me what he knew, I never would have knew. But when we recalled one and it wasn't successful, you wanna blame somebody. I don't wanna blame nobody. It just wasn't successful. Go on, don't stop there, keep going. I don't believe in stopping. If I'm coming after you, I'm coming after you. I ain't gonna stop. That's my goal.
All right, next item.
And she,
So on top of she did the work.
and she did the work. And like she said, when she's coming, she's coming. We also had a conversation one night on the phone, and I said, after her husband got bit 5 times
Right.
by a dog, after one of her properties was firebombed, windows broke out, I said, why do you keep doing this? And what did you tell me?
If I let them get away with doing wrong, I'm just as guilty as they are. Lie for you. If you tell a lie, if you lie to me, you ain't lie to me, you lie to yourself. Cause I ain't got no heaven and hell to put you in. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna tell the truth. If I did something, I admit what I did. I ain't ashamed of what I do. People say, you should be ashamed. No, I ain't ashamed. If I was ashamed, I wouldn't have did it.
That's right.
I ain't ashamed of what I do. If I say something, that's what I mean. I don't bite my tongue. I don't try to sit back and say, girl, did you hit me? Nope. I'm gonna tell you just how I feel and move on. I don't hold grudges. Life goes on. I gotta get up the next day. And I have to thank the Lord that He gave me another day. It was a time where I was sick in the hospital every 6 months. I haven't been in the hospital in 2 years. Fighting this fight. Ain't nothing to do right.
I get it and I understand. And I think the city needs more people like you.
Right.
Amen.
They need more people like you that really, how can I say it? Not the polished politicians. Aren't we tired of that?
Amen.
We tired of the polished politicians. We need real people.
And the rigmarole.
Right. With the rigmarole part. We need real people that have real problems that can bring us real solutions.
Right.
Amen.
And I've seen Miss Beverly Bigs do that by being the first, we're not gonna put a color on it, the first woman to make history by having 2 successful recalls in the same city.
We had to.
Oh,
They get saving her for some reason.
Right.
and in wards that you didn't even live in. So that shows you that she cares about the whole community. That shows you that.
And they fed though.
Yeah. In the ninth ward, when I went after Eagle Worthy, me and my husband, it was our anniversary. We out there knocking on doors. I begged Rich, come on out here, come on help me, come help me. I'm doing this, I'm doing it. You know what? You're not gonna stop me. Because it's not right to let them get away with this.
That's right.
And that's what they're doing, they're getting away with this.
Right.
And we just closing our eyes, someone come along tomorrow. I cannot sleep knowing that you're messing over the residents of Flint. Period.
You got it.
Oh. You know a sister can talk, child. I ain't done yet.
Oh, go ahead, you got it.
Oh, I got one more. Now this is a big one. Because I think it's touched everybody in this building in some way. Violence in our city.
Oh, amen.
Yeah.
It's tough. And when you think about the 3rd ward, when you look at the 3rd ward, it's the largest ward. It's the industrial area. But as we talked about being cut off access from the expressway, the police response. What do you think about that? I leave that question.
If you ain't dead, you ain't coming.
That's true.
I've called them several times, and it might be 2 days before they get to you. Or if you put in a complaint, it's like going in one ear and coming out the other. There needs to be something with the children in the city of Flint that need help. And they pay the kids no attention. But as soon as one of them come up dead, it don't even hit the news. That is corruption, big time. Anytime a kid is dead or sick or hurt, it should be able to hit the city, the news, the papers. It hits none of that. We gotta do better with our police to pick this up and start being concerned. Unless it doesn't hit their house, they're not concerned.
That's right. That's right.
And that's not fair to the residents.
Thank you.
So I heard your police chief say today in the budget that, basically a lot of the exchange between the police chief and the council, is that a lot of the cops here are being recruited by other agencies that's paying a better rate, a better wage. The calls are like oversaturated to where like here in Flint, an officer will be answering double the amount of calls than in a regular municipality. They talked about killing children here being a very big problem in Flint. Public safety seems to be an issue that needs to really be addressed. Do you have any ideas or initiatives as a candidate to help with some of that? And what is the problem? Is it the economics? Is it them dispatching? Is it everybody just lazy? Is it, you know?
That part I don't know, because we do need the help. We need a lot of help when we come to the police. If it's not serious, they're not coming. So what do we do? I don't have an answer for that. You would have to ask the police on that one.
Like they were doing today. But would you be actively engaging the police chief to try to come up with strategies to figure it out with that?
Because I'm very nosy. Because I'm very nosy. I want to know if something going on around in the area. That is important. We need to always keep our eyes open to see what's going on in our area. We need to always know our surroundings when things is happening in the area. And people talk about, I even tell my grandkids, you don't have to get in trouble, because if you get in trouble, I ain't got no money for put downtown. I ain't got no money for books, because we can take our money and do something else with it. And that's what I would tell any kid, even if I see kids with their pants sagging, you know, pull your pants up. You know, we need to start getting with our kids, the police, and try to get a handle on what's really going on out here.
That's very true. And staying on the subject of children, Flint schools, I've said it many times on the bump, I think it's about 5 more years, their history. But in the meantime, we still have Flint community schools. Are there any schools in the 3rd ward?
No.
No schools in the 3rd ward.
What?
You have, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the air, Amy.
Right.
No schools is insane.
No schools.
To the largest ward in the city?
And you have grandchildren
Angry.
and great grandchildren. No schools.
None.
So you have to drive them, their mothers have to drive them, their fathers have to drive them miles to attend the school. And I know that's not a city council issue, but how does that feel when you were coming up, growing up in this area? Flint was flourishing, schools everywhere. 30, 40,000 kids, Flint School District was a model for the country. And now, I don't know what to call it. How do you, what can you say about then to now?
They keep closing schools. Why, I don't know. But they always say they got money. Okay, where's that money going for the schools? Wasn't the lottery supposed to be for the schools?
Right.
What the lottery money, why the schools closing? We need to get a handle on why our schools are closing. You know, there was good teachers, but a lot of teachers are going away to charter school because there's no Flint schools anymore.
That's true.
So we gotta get better, we gotta do better on educating for our kids. And I think they need to open more schools back up
That's true.
and bring them back to the city and not outside of the city.
I agree.
So I don't know if it's okay. If it's not okay, then you just tell me it's not. Out of the audience members, Is there anybody that will come up here and ask or express your concern for the city, and then we'll let the candidate respond to you?
I
You
got
gotta come up here, we gotta see.
Yeah, we gotta see.
on your question to the police, and you not being able to really involved with that. My thing is with the police, is a lot of them fear these young kids. A lot of them fear going to the scene. They rather wait till the scene's over, and if something happens, it's over, then they'll get there. So what I think we need to do, honestly, is band together and help the police in a way to where we're getting more involved in community, what you would call community
Community
yeah, community policing. That's what we need to do. Because right now, the young kids is taking over. I mean, I'm 55 years old, and I've been through a lot with these young kids out here. And I'm telling you, being 55 and going to 60, trying to make it to 60, sometimes I don't think I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're carrying pistols, they're carrying Dracos, AR-15s. I mean, you know, they got big guns, and where they getting them from? We have to come as a community and help police that, help the police with that. And maybe they will be more on the scene, you know, when they see more of us in the community get together. That's all I'm saying. That's all I say.
So, do you support community policing?
Yes, I support community policing. We need to, at one time, there was a lot of the residents acting as police.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And I believe in that, because then that way, they know things that the next person might not know. So that's so important to get involved with the kids to make things better for our kids. Yeah, a lot of our kids carry guns and, but they get it from somewhere, where they get it from.
Now, wait a minute, am I safe here, or do I need to get me some security? Am I safe? Okay. All right now. Okay.
Somebody furnishing me to the kids. I don't believe in guns myself. I had a gun years ago by myself, just playing with it, and shot the couch. I ain't had a gun since. So I'm good with guns. I don't need to have one. Yeah, so.
So I do want to ask this question in lieu of that. So one of the I think the police chiefs, one of his responses was that the money that they get from drug busts and things like that, that money is put into a fund in the city. But they asked the police chief here, how many children have been murdered? How many? It was really astonishing to watch the police chief say, I don't have an answer for that. I don't have a direct answer. How many kids were shot? How many officers are in resources in schools? How many officers are doing or working on traffic? I think they were even asked, how many open cases are there in the detective division? And he said, I can't give an answer for that. The chief of police, this is today in the budget hearing.
He didn't even know how many kids were killed last year.
They didn't know. And it was astonishing because the council person said, was it 10? Was it 20? And it was like, and it was like, what? You're coming to a budget meeting. You should know, or at least have these statistics in front of you. So as a councilwoman, if you were to see that kind of display today, do you know how you would have reacted in that room?
I wouldn't have approved it. So you can come back to me and tell me how many people is doing this and how many, what you have here. I'm not gonna approve that budget.
No vote. I like it. That was the best answer.
Right, and I think that's important, because a lot of times, we've seen council, they just pass stuff. And sometimes they ask questions and they still pass it. We had a business that didn't even have a license, still passed it, you know, and I also want to piggyback on one of your answers earlier when Jed asked you a question. You said, I don't know. And I'm glad you said that, because you know why? You're human. And you're not going to go in there acting like you know everything. And I'm glad that you said, I don't know, because there's so many people out there nowadays that are scared to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
They want to seem like they're the smartest person in the room.
I would not. I never did this before. This is the first time. When I was in my 20s, my mother ran for city council.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I wasn't bit more interested in city council or no other council. But to see how much things are going on now that's not right, you can't close your eyes to it. You have to go ahead, straight ahead, look forward, because there's a lot of things that's going on that we just say, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. There is some things that could be done if we try. But we gotta try. We so used to saying, hearing no. You know, the Bible says you have not, but you ask not. So if I don't ask, how am I gonna have it?
That's very true.
So that's the way
Follow up, my chair. I have a question to follow up that. Okay, so in essence.
Nobody calling you up here.
You don't have to call. Well, at least he recognized it. My question is, there's no accountability to any of it. There's no accountability to the kids. There's no accountability to the police. There's no accountability to any of it. They're playing in your face. Council's playing in your face. The mayor's playing in your face. What is your plan to make them accountable? I mean, do you have, because I know you have.
Me making other people accountable, I want to make sure that they know what they're doing. You know, we so caught up on, I ain't gonna do it because I don't like you.
Right.
That ain't the way you do stuff. You know, like we got to make them accountable for what you're doing. And we sit here and we take a blind eye. You can't take a blind eye to things that you see.
Correct, and that's what I'm saying. The police, he said it. We don't need a gang task force. We know who these kids are. We know who they are, but they're doing to make them accountable for that, because they all walk. You know what you're gonna do nothing to. Parents, if I give them a whip, and what's the first thing come out of their mouth? I'm calling cops on you, calling PS, you know?
You know, that makes me think of my daughter. She called herself running away to my sister's house. To my sister's house. And I said, I went over there to get her, and my sister said, no, she ain't going. I'm gonna whoop my sister. Because you ain't gonna tell me where my child is gonna go. We have to be accountable for our kids. Because if she go out there and hurt somebody, they looking at me.
Right.
So we have to be accountable for our kids. Ain't no 14-year-old gonna tell me what they ain't gonna do, because guess what? I don't have to say it, but I will fight kids.
Me too.
You know,
I was on the way, I was visiting my auntie.
she said she was visiting.
I was visiting my auntie.
That's the way I am. You're not gonna tell me as a kid what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. This is how it goes,
Right.
you know.
And we need a lot more of that in this country.
And I know when she's speaking about, well, come on.
Do I got on camera though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
come on
We
now.
all say
Camera shot, you just
Come
camera shot.
on, hype you
I
up.
didn't camera shot, I just
How
didn't want
you
to come
looking?
looking all
Yeah, get up there.
So, I think one of the biggest, issues that's going on and reasons why we can't get anything resolved on council is because it's a split. And there shouldn't be a split when everybody's up there supposed to be working for their ward in the community. And it's not just their ward, you have to work, there's no way to just work your ward, you're gonna work every ward. You know, you're gonna come across where but there's such a division, and I'm just tired of everybody online saying, I'm tired of council fighting. I'm tired of council fighting. There's fighting everywhere. There's fighting in your homes, fighting in your church. The God and the devil had a beef. I'm being honest. And everybody's saying we want them to get something done, but people need to realize that the reason why the one side is fighting the other side is because one side is doing dirty. Liddell and them, everybody that's working for the mayor, they're doing the city dirty. And then the people that's fighting against Liddell now is getting the bad rap because they're fighting back. And when we spread that, like, just like when we spread the snitching, nothing happens. You know, you can't get nothing done because people are afraid to speak up. So when we continue to promote that, we need the council to stop fighting. No, we need the council to continue to fight against the bad, because there's bad on the council. You're not gonna always have peaceful protests. I think the reason why we're, as African Americans, are in the mess that we are in, because we got led into a burning building, everybody wanting peace. I think if we would have listened to Malcolm X, that would have happened. But that's just my opinion. But honestly, I really think that we need to spread. That's why I got online this weekend and I was like, no, we need to stop asking the council to stop fighting, because that means that you're asking Dennis to stop speaking up and reading those, and reading the minutes and questioning the budget. When we ask the council to stop fighting for us, we're asking Tanya to quit going into her ward doing the things she do. When we ask the council to stop fighting, we're asking you to stop coming up there, putting them on blast the way that you want to put them on blast. You know, you can't fight the devil peacefully. You can't fight evil peacefully sometimes. You have to call them out.
That's right.
You have to say what is what. So my thing to you is, I don't want you to get up there and think that you're the fifth vote. You're a vote,
Right.
right?
You was late, she done already answered.
Oh, okay.
But you go ahead.
But no, but
Not for people that's tuning in late.
Right, but I just want to say that, I don't want you to feel like you're the fifth vote, because that means that you're taking sides.
No, I'm not taking.
I know you said that.
I would never take sides. So
So I just wanted them to know that you're not coming up there to be the fifth vote, like some people are. Some people are coming to be the fifth vote. So, and you don't want that fifth vote. That fifth vote means that it's gonna continue to do what the third ward person was doing prior to him being deceased.
you can't buy me.
And you can't, that's,
I'm not for sale.
right.
And that's.
Amen.
Excuse me, you must be famous because people don't call you Angie.
Angie, man.
Okay, they're calling you that. So,
Okay.
what do you mean though? If she's not the fifth vote, then what vote is she?
She's her own vote. She's there for her constituents. She's there for
Oh, you
the
said
right
not to vote
thing.
for the mayor, not
Right,
the
not,
fifth vote.
she's not voting against the mayor or for the mayor. She's voting for what's right.
Oh,
Because we have, it's a split right now. You got, I don't even understand how them four always voting the same. There should be some difference there.
that's powerful. That's actually.
There should
powerful.
be some difference there.
Okay.
When the other four will help and vote for them because they're doing what's right for their constituents and the people that's in their ward, when you got the four that votes the same every time, that's the issue. That's a red flag.
That's powerful.
That's a red flag.
So how do you overcome that?
I wanna vote for what's right. If it's not right, I'm not voting. Like I said, you cannot buy me. I'm not for sale.
So
I'm
you-
not on this for sale. I'm not for sale.
So you're saying that you're willing to vote for things if it's good and gonna benefit the
The
resident,
resident of Flint.
and you'll vote against it if it's not,
That's right.
not a rubber stamp. I think that was good.
So it's gonna come a time where you're gonna get a call from the little man downstairs. He's gonna call you, and he's
Don't
gonna wanna
answer.
talk to you.
Don't answer.
No, you just told her she gotta talk,
Right,
she gotta work with everybody, she gotta fight. She
No,
gotta
he
fight.
needs to come to council meeting and talk to you.
There you go.
That's
That's
what
what
it is.
That's true. But she still gonna get that
I
call.
know.
To come downstairs.
D&D.
And you're gonna have to speak to Mayor Neely. What is one question that you would like to ask him? Well, no, she gotta, I know she got something good to ask.
Mayor Neely gotta get his life right first. I was at a meeting in the 6th ward, which was Congress ward. We were there. I raised my hand to speak. Mary Lily said I couldn't speak because I wasn't in that ward.
That's what he said.
Regardless of what ward I'm in, I still have the right to speak if you're supposed to be my mayor. And if he called me to come down there, if it's wasn't there, I ain't going. Or I'll get up and leave. I'll go see what he wants. But I'm not for you telling me I can't speak, because I ain't no kid. I'm older than Mary Neely.
But I like that you said you will go,
I will go.
and you are willing to work with him.
Yes.
If it's for the betterment.
If it's of the betterment of the resident of Flint.
Okay.
If it's not, I'm not. Crooked politics, I will never get to.
I know.
Cannot, will not.
Is this, customary here in Flint where the mayor is not at city council meeting?
No.
Yes.
Well, Mayor, I wasn't really following Mayor Weaver that much because it started off with emergency manager and then she took over, but I don't think none of them really like went to every meeting. Ms. Claire McClellan, did they? Who went?
No, they didn't go to all the meetings,
Okay.
but they certainly went to important meetings like the budget hearings and certain, hot button issues, they would show up.
Okay.
Even when the emergency manager was here,
Okay.
Mayor Weaver was there when certain issues arose. But no, they didn't go to every meeting.
Okay. Okay. Do you think the mayor should be present more at meetings or
I think,
be present at all? Cause we ain't
I
seen
think the mayor should come in and stick his head in and say hello to the people or something sometimes.
That's
I've been down there for the last 2 years. I have not seen Mayor Neely in the council, period,
You do see him.
until last week.
You do see him. You see Liddell. You see him. Just like the devil. We don't ever see the devil, but we see his workers. It's true. You see him.
And that's what I told him.
His name
Over to one of the schools, I say, we would love to see you stick your head in sometime. If you don't say nothing, hello. You don't have to, come every time, but we would love to see you.
You don't need to come, you got somebody doing his work.
So, I just out of curiosity, would you be willing to abstain from voting on an item in order as a protest to say, Mr. Neely, you need to attend these council meetings?
Say that again.
Would you hold out your vote to tell the mayor he needs to show up to the meeting? Or to the meeting?
It depends on what we're voting for. It depends on what we're voting for. And if you need to be there at that time, yes, I will.
It's a perfect answer. The reason why I say it's a perfect answer is because you're clearly demonstrating that you will move business forward, that's for the residents, pertinent business for the residents, because I think, watching, I see a advocating heart. The things that you've stood up in the council and said, the things you've done, you've been very demonstrative in your work. But to actually say, well, it depends on what it's for, it sticks to the core of everything you said. You want to see the city move forward. So I think that the last question I have is, as Flint as a whole, what is the most pressing issue for you concerning your city as a candidate?
Our city can do better for the residents. Our city is doing nothing for our residents, but they doing, downtown looks beautiful. But come up in the other areas,
To the hood.
you don't see all of that. Nice looking this and nice looking that. You see tore up buildings, food all over the, they threw their trash all out, windows broke out. And they ride by, the police and everybody else ride by like, that's normal. That's not normal. We need to do better to take care of our city.
But I'm saying, like, what would be the most pressing factor? Is it the police presence? Is it the investment of capital? Is it just holding more informative meetings? Like, what is it that's most pressing to you that you would like to see?
I think we should have more meetings to let the residents be informed of what's really going on. We do need that.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it around. Like Jay said, what's the most pressing issue in the city? This is a third ward candidate forum. Third ward resident, Mrs. Beverly Bigs. Election coming in May was May 6th. What three things? Two things. One thing. In the third ward, would you like to see change? And I know it may be 12, 15, 100 things, because it didn't get this way overnight. And I don't want people to think you're gonna come in and you're gonna change it in 2 days, because nobody can. But what would you like to see in your ward change?
Being more, having the people more involved in the third ward to do different things. Block club, there used to be a lot of block club meetings for the third ward. You had Austin Street, you had Pearson Road, and these were block clubs that they came to every month, and they seen what needed to be done in that area, and we kept that up. We don't see that anymore.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they had that many block clubs on here.
There are a lot of block clubs.
Okay. Any more questions? As we wrap up? Anybody think about anything else? I mean, we really covered everything. Well, the biggest thing, Jed, you want some water out the faucet? You want some water out the faucet?
My
You don't
feet
need that-
good.
you don't
I'd
need
rather
that-
do
you
a
don't need
tip
that-
which time was that?
City water.
April the 11th, 11 years, water, no water, not fixed, pipes, we don't know. $94 million came into the city, no accountability. Are you willing to bring the mayor up, subpoena power? Because I mean, you know, sometimes you may not have the votes, like mayors didn't always have the votes, but he said, you know, let's see how
Put it
people
on the
go.
floor.
Put it on the floor.
Put it on the floor. It needs to be put on the floor to let the mayor know we're not playing.
That's right. We really do need that. We need that. It's been long enough. Water settlement money,
They can't find the people.
and I think they're doing that on purpose. I think they're doing that on purpose.
Yep.
They can't find the people, I'm sorry. What that mean?
That's what they're saying.
People are moving away, they can't get in touch with them, they won't call them back, and they'll send you a packet, a booklet, senior, you may be 84, 85 years old, every 6 months, every 4 months, they're gonna send you a booklet to fill out the entire booklet, even though you may only miss one question on the last one. That's to deter you from not getting your money. What
Once you
money?
keep filling out the same information every 6 months.
Yeah.
And if you don't return it, it drops you off the list.
Yeah.
The interest. What happens to all the interest money? You know, that's collected and who gets that? Will it be added on to the residents that are supposed to get the money? We don't know. My question for you, when you get down there, amen. Are you willing to call back some of the 501c3s?
Yes.
They got our $94 million, cause baby, I live in the city of Flint now. I ain't got to shut up no more. Are you willing to call them back for accountability and
Yes,
citizenship?
and that's important. If you get $50,000, you should be able to show what you did with that $50,000.
They put you out. I'm sorry.
You think they're gonna put her on?
You should be able to show, you know, when we came in with the water settlement, not the water settlement, but when the water went bad, they gave every person that had a business $10,000. And Mayor Weaver was in office then. And we had to show what we did with that money. They gave you $3,000 this time. Once you show what you did with that $3,000, you came back and got another $2,000. You had to show what you did with that money. Then they came back at the end and gave you the other 3, you know, or 4,000, whatever the difference was. And you had to show what you did with that money. Why shouldn't they be able to not show what they did with 50,000, 100,000, 300,000? Come on now. We need to see what you did with it. And you coming back every year begging for the same amount of money. No. There's other people that needs help. Why don't, like they wouldn't help St. Mark, but they want to help somebody else. No. If you can't help St. Mark, we're not going to help the next person.
That's right.
That's how it should go. Everybody, you talk about getting money to for kids to go to school, now to have jobs. Them same people that you want to get them jobs to, their mother came at St. Mark's and got something to eat that day. So how can you not give St. Mark anything, but you want to give the next person? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to share it all around. Everybody's got to eat.
What's the campaign slogan? Do you have one?
Yes, bigs or bust. That's it. Bigs or we gonna bust it wide open. I shouldn't have said that because it'll be another story. But
It's transparency today, trust tomorrow.
okay.
Transparency today, trust tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I do like everybody got it.
Yeah, I'm hungry right now.
And everybody's been calling me, what you cooking? I wasn't cooking nothing today.
Right. Well, that concludes our forum for the 3rd Ward candidate, Miss Beverly Bigs.
Yes.
Listen, you all are here tonight from all over the city of Flint, not just the 3rd Ward, because this is a whole city of Flint. Like it's the whole city council, right?
Right.
So we thank you for being involved. We thank you for coming over here to the 3rd Ward. And we need someone like Miss Beverly Biggs that's not only gonna fight for her ward, she's gonna fight for you.
Amen.
So May 6th, Biggs or bust?
Bigs or bust?
Big
Big
buzz.
Biggs or bust? All right. Biggs or bust?
Let me meet. The maestro is back, family. That's 140. 140. Yeah, people. Oh, yes, sir. I'm back now, y'all. See, I did such a beautiful thing. Y'all come back to see the man of the hour. I'm up here working like a Hebrew slave. But anytime I could be here for Miss Beverly Biggs, I'll do it. That woman, since I done met her, she ain't never forgot me on my birthday and always make me a cake to take home. If that ain't a beautiful person, I don't know what is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like the only people that remember me on my birthday was my mama, my father, you know, my auntie, you know. But Miss Biggs ain't forgot about me. I gotta give a shout out to my homeboy Bud though, cause he always called me on my birthday. No, just oil, beloved. We got you. I can't wait till y'all come back, man, when we put this together. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. And give a shout out to Winter. Y'all know I give her a hard time, but hey, the beautiful sister can put it down. That's why I roll with her. Even though she get on my damn nerves 99% of the time. Like her word on the curb, I can't stand her. But like I say, getting down, she's been a blessing. She's been a treasure to work with, to get to meet. Even though it ain't been some of the best things, but I tell you this, I wouldn't trade her for the world. Even though she get on my nerves, I'll tell you that she done stuck. she stuck with me. I ain't playing y'all, and it's been a treasure. I mean, it's been a pleasure to meet everybody that I done came in contact with, man. Like I say, Biggs or Buzz. Christy Coleman, thanks for tapping in. Yeah, no, I ain't cut it off. We still live. Man, Salty Chef, what it do? Carolyn Hendricks. Thank everybody. I thank y'all. Y'all know what we gonna do. We gonna talk junk. We gonna entertain y'all. There's so many beautiful people, and I love to see it. Just wasn't black people here, so don't get it twisted. Miss Biggs for the city of Flint. She for 'em all. I know I do a lot of BS, but hey, I'm telling you, Miss Biggs is a beautiful person, man. I'm telling you, once you get to know her, a beautiful person. Even her, even her daughter Neil, which I can't stand 99.3% of the time. Beautiful people. Even John Groff, man. The Lento team, they some beautiful people. Whether y'all like him or not, I tell you this, that Johnny G is a good dude. He riding with Biggs like he rolled with me. But y'all help Biggs get in that third ward seat. Man, this lady been out here fighting. She done been through hella shit. Just like Rose Marlowe. Y'all helped them. House firebomb, all of that. Flink and chain. Listen, don't trip. It's gonna be all great. Like MLK said. He been to the mountaintop. He seen what we can be. Let's make that dream a reality. It's been paved the way, been paved by many beautiful people who done came. Marcus Garvey. Can't forget about the people, the white folks that helped us get to this. We're gonna find great people in all colors. Don't get it twisted. My brother Bilal, I feel he a real brother to me, Palestinian. That's my guy, true and true, deep down. That's my dude right there, Bilal. He family to me. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be on in the morning and give another shout out to Johnny G, man. You know what I'm saying? Much as people try to downplay him, that man been here fighting with Miss Bill, like he was fighting with Mays, he fighting with Miss Biggs. Keep that man, and give a shout out to them. We all done fell short. Shit, I'm not no saint. But I'm changing for the better. Even when people try to talk about that, you been in the field. No, not really. I was back here with Nell. Nell done fixed me a couple. She had some strong lemonade. Nell came through with some strong. It was lemonade. Nell had us. She had us some lemonade that was strong as a mule kick. I don't know what that was, but I can tell you it was enough to knock a mule down. Then y'all hear Angie come, hey listen, and shout out to the Maxter, man. That girl is real. And like I said, and shout out to Nell, man. Miss Beverly Bigs family is beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I ain't had nothing but blessings from them. Oh no, I got a designated driver. I said, I didn't say your real name. I said IB. I said IB. I didn't go with your real name. I said that's why I said lemonade. That shit strong to knock a mule down. I feel like she gave me a tranquilizer. And give a shout out to everybody, man. Even though they might think this big thing was gonna pop off. And I'm telling you, I can't get nothing but a shout out to Angie Mack. Y'all know the beautiful Winters, how she put it down. Y'all know how I got in the game. It was women that brought me into the game. Don't get it twisted. I came in with the strong women. For anybody that think I don't love black women, y'all crazy. I've been having a problem with the men. But the women have really took me a long way. We're going to go farther. I don't know what this Winters, because she be late tomorrow. Winters' ass getting fired live on air. That's all I know. But give Winters her flowers, man. Give Winters her flowers. I give her John, Jedediah, and like I say, Johnny G for the Linton Group. And it's a blessing. And give a shout out. And you know what? Give a shout out to Maze, man. Maze got this thing swinging the way it is. Jessica Locke is stronger than the kick from a mule. It was strong like a kick from a mule. Hey, Dr.
We can't go nowhere, they got big city trucks.
That John got me blocked in too. I can't leave yet. Yeah, that lemonade. I'm done with lemonade. I'm done. And Diane Thornton, the beautiful Diane Thornton. No, ma'am. I believe you do. We lied, Nell. We don't want no more lemonade.
No more lemonade, too much sugar.
Listen, we're gonna leave Buck and the Preacher alone. I'm not beefing with Buck and the Preacher no more. I got nothing but love for him. But I ain't tripping. I've been me and Brick Baby and Tito been hanging the whole time. Tito here. I'm taking Tito out. Sofa Kid, good morning. Good afternoon. Man, I say Michelle Smith, aka Ann. Good evening. You know I ain't getting rid of Winter. As much as I be wanting to find her ass like never before, I hold on to her. You know I don't be wanting to get rid of no people. I gotta give a shout out. Even a shout out to Councilwoman Burns. Even a shout out to Carol. I'm not mad at them. I ain't no big listen, man. But you can't talk junk and discredit us like we're not gonna come back. I wish we could stop going back and forth because it's not gonna help the city. It's not helping them. We showing the youngest that we ain't got it together and everything. But I mean, I don't want to beef with nobody. I mean, not beef, bicker like the brother Snow said. I don't want to bicker with nobody. And I'm only doing this tonight because whatever that lemonade that she gave me is making me want to say, listen, man, if I offended somebody, I meant it because y'all offended me. Y'all offended me, so I offended y'all. That's how I feel. What up, Jeff Johnson? Y'all offended me and I fired back. But y'all know I try to keep it cool and everything. But let me tell y'all something. I didn't know A10 had all these scandals going down. Let me be real with you. I didn't know we had scandals like this. Believe me. I'm coming off a scandal. I just ain't put air my business out. I ain't been getting no sleep. Let me tell you, I ain't been getting no sleep. But I gotta give a shout out to IB. Whatever was in that lemonade, I'm telling you, can put an elephant down. But you know what? You right about that, Sister Talib, and I gotta get with you. You know I ain't let nobody diss me, and then I don't know what the hell. She gave me some peace juice and some shit. Excuse my friend. She gave me some peace offerings. Like tomorrow, I might be like, but I do agree with you, Sister Talib. You're not finna keep walking up on me. Come in and what I hate is just being lied on. Don't lie, just keep it real. Just keep it real. But whatever that peace juice that IB had, I ain't even mad right now. I ain't even mad no more. But I'm gonna defend the brand. That's what man Winters have to do. She wanna defend it when we don't even have to defend it.
Constant, 50 people?
And I am really a beautiful person. I don't like to be in the madness, but I be hating to sit up there and my auntie be calling me because she watching. This my mama baby sister. You know what I'm saying? She act like she my mama now, so I have to respect her when she be like, I'm sick of them sitting up there cutting at you, coming foul to you, and I be trying to keep the peace. Now I ain't had no apple. You know what? Mark Hutchinson, it was strong as shit that IB came with. Y'all know if it was gummies, I'd be laying back. Whatever this stuff Nell got, she my new person, gotta fix all the drinks when we on the road. Cause whatever Nell had, I swear to God, this stuff can knock a horse down. Gotta put my glasses. Winters to hit some of it. And Ray blind as a bat right now. I don't know why she even trying to drive. I'm gonna get her Uber, courtesy of me. But I'm kind of glad didn't nobody show up though, because the way Winters hitting that lemonade right now, I had a little bit. The way she hitting that lemonade, oh boy. Oh boy. Luna Calloway Lane, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I done went through all three stages, morning, evening, and afternoon. Good morning, beautiful. Man, to me, Bev did great, man. You're getting somebody from the neighborhood, man. It's really from the third ward. I'm definitely. I gotta, I'm riding. Tito taking me home, and we gotta drop Brick Baby off. And Brick Baby is his alias right now. That's his alias. I couldn't, cause my cousin work. I ain't gonna say he be covering the Michigan State games, all the NBA games and stuff. I don't want y'all to think I just come from a foolish people, man. I really come from some pioneers in the city of Flint. I wish I could tell my story. The only thing I regretted that my uncle passed away. I didn't get to bring on, could really give you the real deep down of the city of Flint. Believe me, I'm telling you, this brother y'all looking at really got some stuff. What's up, Riri? Blame IB for whatever that lemonade that she put on me today. Oh, you want to be seen? Let me show you the corporate. I don't know what that lemonade was, but that shit's strong. Look at what.
That's my grandmama's lemonade.
That it's strong. It can knock an elephant down. Can knock an elephant. And y'all see Tito. Y'all see little Tito. The Tito. They don't know who you is.
Hey, that's good.
And that's my brother right there. Like I'm telling, good people. Yeah, Tito, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I got a Puerto Rican brother. And I got a Palestinian brother. I got nothing but love for them guys. You see, I got nothing but love for them guys. And hey, listen, they showed me a hell of a time down when we was in New Jersey. Nothing but the best time we had. But besides the incident that went down, other than that, we was great. New Jersey and Philly was great to me. Them cheesesteaks was rough though, Tito. Them cheesesteaks was rough. I'm telling you. But
We're gonna take it to the other two.
Oh yeah, listen, man. Now y'all got to see Tito. I'm gonna show y'all Brick Baby tomorrow. When I bring Brick Baby home, I'm gonna show Brick Baby to you. Cause he been so mad at me for calling him Brick Baby. He been calling me. I call him Brick Baby. That's his alien. I be talking junk to him, man. No, man, Brick Baby went to college for hooping, and it, like I don't listen, man. I'm a college guy. We educated fools is what we are. That's why you see me switching it around. We got everything going on, but I ain't drinking no more. But see, I'm not silly enough to tell all everything. But y'all get on both for Miss Biggs, Beverly Bigs, leaving for Third Ward, man. I'm telling you, this woman been sitting out here fighting. I don't know what y'all wanted to do. Yeah, Snowman. But you know what? That Brick Baby, this our Brick Baby here. You know what I'm saying? Brick Baby was a hooper. Snow, when you see who he is, you going to be hollering. He from the Buck, baby. I told you I got family from the Buck, man. I got family all around this thing. I'm going to start introducing y'all to some of my peoples, man. I'm going to introduce y'all to my south side people from the valley. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to introduce y'all to the Bucktown. I'm a north side baby. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start introducing y'all to, I'm going to give y'all some of the real Flint. I was trying to hold it back because some of the Flint y'all been seeing ain't the real Flint. You know, y'all been seeing some little mud racklers. We got some beautiful women here, man. I'm trying to tell you, we got some beautiful women here. I mean, oh my God. Man, we got some beautiful women here, man. I'm going to introduce y'all, let y'all know how Spacely Sprocket really is. I'm from Flint, baby. We're going to introduce. But I won't be drinking no more lemonade from Ivy. Whatever that shit in there. I'm telling you, that's some rough stuff.
Although when we were putting our door thing out.
And Lauren, and Miss Lorraine Thompson came in, man. Believe me, for sure. Huh? I ain't drunk. I can't really. I'm just saying that stuff. I'm cool because I apologize Italian. I mean, I can't stand them. Yeah, let me quit playing. I like them. I ain't got no beef with them. I'm just saying. That's the peach juice. I'm gonna say that's peach juice. Got me feeling. I'm feeling like Rodney King. Can we all just get along?
All right.
Yeah, I got a driver too. I won't be driving. Yeah, we gotta go. They told me shut it down before I tell on everything. And these are the two beautiful women I always be talking to every morning right here. Talk, Diane. Listen.
Okay.
Beautiful people. Beautiful people. That's what I,
Birds of a feather flock together, my
and,
friend.
and that's why I got nothing but love for
I
them.
gotta figure out what I'm saying, but I ain't
Yeah.
scared.
But don't drink that juice from God damn, what you want?
Don't be scared.
Just go get in the front with us. I'll put the camera on you. Just get in the front. I'll put it on you. I gave you your flowers today. Usually I be hating on you, but I gave you your flowers today. I'm gonna let you shine today. But I'm gonna talk about it like a dog in the morning.
I said, windows won't even drive in. I said,
And look who we got right here. If y'all don't put that woman in the third ward, y'all know y'all dead wrong. Hey, where you finna go, Tito? Yeah, hold on, Tito, don't leave yet. Plus, Tito, y'all got, Dave pulled so close to me. Dave pulled so close to me. Hey, we out. They say I'm talking too much. I'm off. We about to get in trouble.
Mickey done got that